Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to you. Hope you're having a great day. So, I've got some major catching up to do. Oh, I just turned down the volume. It was all the way up. Why do I do that to myself? So sorry if it was a bit loud. Hope that makes it a little bit better. So, yeah, I've got some catching up to do. I have started working late at night. So, I'm getting up late, getting started late, and I'm trying to catch up on all things Chantal. So, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the museum vlog that she did because it was an absolute horror show between Salah and Chantal running around being completely extra for no random reason, and just the overabundance and overuse of filler footage and music. It was more music and filler footage than actual vlog. But that seems to be the ongoing theme with her vlogs anymore. It's very little talking, very little interacting with Salah, more filler footage, more overlay with the music and the overdubs with the vocals and her talking. It and it's boring. It's absolutely boring. And what's really sad is that she's in Thailand and there's so much to see and there's so much to do. There's so many fascinating and beautiful temples and buildings and people and the cuisine, and she's not going to experience even half of what she could. Imagine being in a place where there's so much in the way of everything interesting and beautiful, but not really interested in capturing as much as possible while you're there. Well, that's Chantal to a T. So before we get into the vlog, let's get into all this stuff on Twitter and catch up with everything going on Twitter. So let me just go ahead and share my screen because I found some really cool stuff on Twitter, uh, foodie and non-foodie related. Let's catch up on that first. So this tweet is from Mrs. Robinson saying the driver, "Oh Lord, she's coming. Her she can't sit straight because her dress is tight for the angles. She needs to open her legs. She needs the whole seat to be able to spread her stomach between her legs." So this is from the Tuk Tuk vlog that she did. I'll be going over that too a little bit later. So Chantal decided to take a tuk tuk ride in a very tight dress, and as you can see, she's having a lot of difficulty. Now, I've heard that she went back through this video and she edited this part out because look, she's obviously having issues. She's wearing shoes that the bottoms are not, they don't have a lot of grip. But imagine just she wanted so badly to ride in a tuk tuk, but she's having so many problems with doing so. Foodie, if this doesn't wake you up to the fact that you need to change your ways and take care of your health, I don't know what will. And it's really amazing that she found a tuk tuk that can take her because, she is of a much bigger size. And I think the first tuk tuk driver that she talked to, I think his tuk tuk, it just wasn't new enough or strong enough to deal with a tremendous amount of weight. And maybe this one was. But look, she's got the whole back seat to herself. There's nobody sitting next to her, and she's still having trouble. Like she is just really struggling. Time to wake up, Chantal. You wanted to be a world traveler and you wanted to travel. Uh, this is what it's like to be out in the real world and do traveling. You had to deal with situations like this. This is what the world is like outside of a room and outside of doing actual mukbangs. Okay, this is from Ghost Crab saying all of that tummy. People are convinced she's 600 pounds, but I say she is 400, at most 420. She would explode at 600 pounds because she carries it all around the midsection, or her spine in the lumbar region would just snap from the pull forward. Well, I would like to very politely and respectfully disagree with you, Ghost Crab. Let me tell you why. Because way, way back in the day when Chantal was with BB, the last true honest weigh-in that she did for us, she got on the scale, and at that time, she was 30 pounds or less than 30 pounds away from being 400 pounds. And that was about 5 years ago. So she was close to the 400-pound range then, and clearly she's put on more than 30 pounds. I would say she's easily 150, 200 pounds heavier than what she was then. So if she was close to 400 pounds at that time, she's got to be well over 500 now. And remember, Ghost Crab, she does use filters. So we haven't really seen her how she really looks without the filters. Maybe the filters do a little bit with making her look a bit slimmer, and without the filters, they'd make that much more difference. So, again, I very politely and respectfully disagree with you only because I've seen the video where Chantal weighed herself and she was 400 pounds then. And you can look at a picture of her from that time and now and see she's putting on a lot of weight. Okay, this is from Bex Sassy Bear. The review at Foodie's Hotel. Hashtag Foodie Beauty. Don't screw with businesses that have to do a biohazard clean the room she is staying at. It's not their fault. Yeah, so Chantal revealed where she's staying at with Salah. She's an idiot. She should have been careful, but no, she gave a clear shot out of her room. And within no time at all, people were able to figure out exactly where she was staying. And some people have left reviews for I believe it's a hotel or a motel. And here are my thoughts on that. Look, I know there's a lot of people that do not like Chantal, and for good reason. She's offensive, she's vulgar, she's done the most to make everybody angry. But let's be smart about this, y'all. The hotel, it's not their fault that she's staying there. They have nothing to do with anything offensive or vulgar connected to her. So why punish them? There's a lot of people, I'm sure, that work at that hotel that depend on that hotel and the amount of people that stay there to make their living. So why do that? Why leave the reviews and hurt the hotel when they're completely innocent in all of this? I'm sure they had no idea who she was when she booked a room. So leaving reviews for the hotel, come on now, we can do better. You know that isn't right. Hate on Chantal all you want, but don't punish innocent people that have nothing to do with her because those reviews are going to hurt the hotel for a long, long time, well after the fact when she's gone. So, is it the right thing to do? I don't think so. And here's one of the reviews. See, they're slandering the hotel. Remember, you're affecting everybody in that hotel. You're not really affecting Foodie. You're affecting anyone who might be employed there. And that's not cool, y'all. It just isn't. Okay, how about something cool from the best? I've never seen a peacock with red feathers, but that is completely stunning. Wow, very nice. Okay, back to Chantal. This is also from Mrs. Robinson. So here's Chantal struggling to get out of that tuk tuk. I'm telling you, Foodie, you need to get it together. Your body is saying, look, you want to travel, you got to be in the shape to travel. And you're definitely not. We'll go over that vlog later. Mrs. Robinson says she always plays this game of I'm scared, I'm fragile, save me, oh, handsome is the man child, tell me comforting words. But he never reacts. He just doesn't give a crap. And I love that for her. Yeah, she always plays the damsel in distress. I'm helpless. I can't do anything for myself. Help me, Salah. He's not that invested in you, Foodie. And I'm sure he'd be having a much better time in Thailand alone than with you. Okay, from Katie Sanders, this is the room. Again, Chantal doxed herself. She showed where she was at, and it took no time at all for people to find out where she was at. So Katie Sanders says, so at the hotel Foodie is staying at, depending on the room, only one or two with that bed with the wood panel, it's $31 or $37 USD a night after booking fee. You'll notice only one bed, but there is a couch. So let's look at that picture. So there's the bed, and I believe the couch is over here. Now, I'm not sure how big that bed is. It looks to be maybe a queen or a small queen. A queen size bed Foodie could easily fit in by herself. But given her size and the fact that he's a tall dude, he's a tall drink of water. Both of them fitting in that bed at the same time, that might be a bit tough. especially if one or both are restless sleepers. So I think either one or the other is sleeping on the couch. And I think that he's got the bed and she's got the couch. And maybe that would explain why in her recent vlogs, she's looking really tired. She's looking like she hasn't slept yet. Speaking of sleep, Foodie, I've seen pictures of your CPAP. You did show your CPAP machine in one of your vlogs. It was disgustingly dirty. Ma'am, can we talk about how dangerous and stupid that is? When you have a CPAP machine, you have to keep it clean. Very, very clean. If you don't keep it clean, there's all kinds of bacteria and mold that can get in the pipes. And remember, you're breathing that air in while you sleep. That can lead to a whole lot of things. That can lead to upper respiratory infections. That can lead to Legionnaire's disease. That might even lead to pneumonia. So you might want to clean out your CPAP. Stop being lazy and clean out your CPAP. But going back to the picture, y'all can see this is the bed. Here's the couch. There's not two beds here. So are you guys doing what I think you did in Kuwait, Foodie? Did you do that thing where you had one bed in the apartment and you and Salah were maybe sleeping in shifts? You would stay up all night and he would sleep at night. And then when he got up in the morning, you would move over to the bed and sleep all day while he was gone. Kind of looks like you're doing the same thing over here in Thailand. Okay, now this is awesome from House Prom. This is a Van Gogh inspired room. I love it. Y'all look at this. This is so artistic and cool. I can't even. I love it. I love the interpretation of Starry Night. I adore it all over the place. Okay, this is another clip from Chantal from Miss MC. Look at her. She can't put her feet down all the way. Chantal, you need to wake up and take care of your body, or you're going to have problems like this all the time. She can't put her feet out in front of her. What would possess you to want to get on a tuk tuk and wear a dress that is so tight you can't even spread your legs out like you know you need to? I just don't know. Okay, another cool picture from House Prom. I love this room. I love everything about it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to spend time in there. Give me that room. Okay, from Fascinating, this is absolutely beautiful. So there's the inside of a geode. I love geodes. I adore them. I love amethyst. I just want to break it open and see it like in the light, but that's a cool effect. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, and this is a nice picture of Chantal, courtesy of Judge Judy. Hotter than 90% of all of us, y'all. She's hotter than 90% of all of us. And I guess this is, I don't know if the filters are off here or the filters are on. All right, let me see here. And this is from the vlog I'm going to get into. Michael B. Pettigrew took me out with this comment. Foodie Beauty out here looking like Santa Claus. I can't. I absolutely can't. Yeah, she's trying to look like royalty, and instead she's looking like a royalty reject. You're not looking like royalty, Foodie. It looks like you caught a cold and wrapped a blanket around you. Like, I got a cold. You know, I need my ice pack. I need my water bottle. Somebody help me. Okay, how about something else really cool from Science Girl? Flashlight fish have organs below their eyes filled with bioluminescent bacteria. They can use this to communicate, creating blink patterns specific to a situation, like a visual Morse code to coordinate behavior in low visibility. Look, you can see their eyes in the dark. Oh, now why did I do that? Go back up. There we go. That's what they look. Look, that's freaking me out. That almost looks like a fish you'd see it in a video game. That is cool, though. All right, we'll get into that later. Okay, again, this is from Hidden Truths. This is what a clean CPAP machine should look like. Hers has never been washed. It's stained with bacteria. I guess hers is an old model. Even if it's old, you still got to keep it clean. You have to keep it clean. Okay, like show her. Look at her CPAP machine. Look at it. Look how dirty that is. Oh my God. What? You know, I actually have a roommate. He uses a CPAP machine and he keeps his mega clean. But y'all see the picture. Y'all look at her CPAP.
CPAP revealed.
That's just nasty. That is just so nasty. That pipe should not look like that. And you wonder why you're tired, foodie. You wonder why you don't feel good. You wonder why you're lacking in energy. Could it be because you're breathing in a crap ton of bacteria and germs all night? You're breathing in dirty air. Maybe that's it, along with the junk food and the sugar. Okay, enough with the stuff on Twitter. Let's get into the actual vlog. Oh, by the way, there was a very interesting moment that happened. And y'all are going to witness it within seconds of this video starting. Y'all ready? You're going to recognize some music that she plays. Let me play it for you.
And here's
No, go back.
Queen Chantal.
Bring me some tea and biscuits at once.
Does that music sound familiar to anybody? Anyone? You're like, where have I heard that before? Well, let me remind all of you where you heard it before. Yeah, my intro music. And this is not the first time that Chantal has borrowed. This is not the first time that I've made an intro. Or actually, let me correct that. I did not make this intro. My friend Erie Pepperoni made this intro for me. She took out some time and we sat together for 2.5+ hours deciding on how to make the intro. And I decided on the music. So she made this for me, but I did another intro on my own. This is the second time that Foodie, the music that she uses, has been at least 2 songs that I've used that she did not use until I used it, which shows me that she's coming over to my channel and watching my videos, at least a little bit of them. And the issue is not whatever song it is itself, because the music that I use is copyright free music. Anybody can use it. Where I'm taking issue with it is the fact that Foodie likes to get on her channel and she likes to yell and scream about how the reactors, we are not original. She always says to us, why don't you find your own ideas? Why don't you do your own content? At the very same time that she's so lacking in originality, that she runs all over TikTok. She's all over YouTube. She's all over Twitter, looking for ideas for content, paying attention to what people say about her. And yes, she will pay attention to how people do their intros and what music they're using. And when it suits her, she'll borrow ideas and she'll borrow music, I guess, if she pleases. So that's the issue. The fact that she's over there without a single original thought in her head. So much so, she has to borrow from other people. And what a shame it is. What an incredible shame, because she's in Thailand, surrounded by beauty and wonder and mystery and beautiful temples, beautiful places, wonderful people. I mean, there's content to be had everywhere you go in Thailand. Interesting, wonderful content. And yet, the vlogs that she's putting out now are boring. As I mentioned before, there's more filler footage, there's more copyright free music than actual dialogue. She's supposed to be married to Salah. There should be a rapport, there should be banter between the two of them, some kind of synergy, and there isn't. So much so that to cover up the awkwardness, to cover up the lack of getting along or knowing how to bounce things off each other, she has to fill up the vlogs with filler footage and copyright free music. So, Foodie, I don't ever want to hear you talk about the reactors. I don't ever want to hear you say the reactors should get their own content. They should do their own thing. When you can't even do your own thing. You're in Thailand. It should be a place that should inspire you to be original, to do creative things, to have fun. And you're not being inspired. You're just winging it. I don't know how you expect to become a successful travel vlogger or food vlogger or couple vlogger when you can do none of those correctly. You're just doing the bare basic minimum. And anything you're doing in Thailand right now, you're only doing it to spite people. You're not doing it to really have fun and push yourself and have new experiences. It's all about, I'm going to show them. When people said that you couldn't ride in the tuk-tuk or you shouldn't because you might break it down, you did it. Anytime somebody says you can't do something, you'll do it just for spite. Not because you really want to push yourself, but you'll do it out of spite. This museum vlog was a joke, but I like to make a request. I know you're using KindMaster to make your videos. How about going on KindMaster and finding music that other people don't use for their intros? Like, show a little bit of original thought. Show an original thought process. Don't just go on reaction channels and borrow ideas. Let an original idea brew in your head and go with that. All right. I'm getting off my soapbox. Let's go. So this idiot sandwich, they're in Thailand. He's got Chantal next to him. This would be a good opportunity for the two of them to like get some real quality footage talking to each other about the trip. Hey, we're in Thailand and aren't you excited? And what do you think we're going to do, while we're here? Blah, blah, blah. What is he doing? He is so checked out with her. He's on his phone. Imagine being in Thailand and you're not even going to talk to your partner. They are so checked out that where's their attention? On their phone, playing a game on their phone. Like, I don't know if you guys have picked up on this, but I did. When you have a partner and there's so lacking in a connect between the two of you, like, you'll find ways to kind of cut them off and create a wall. This is one way right here. Like, he does not want to interact with her. He's choosing to put his focus on his phone so he doesn't have to interact with her. He's literally playing Pokemon Go. He would rather play a game on his phone than talk to Chantal. Pathetic.
Gotcha.
And by the way, look, I'm just going to say it. Everybody's sense of fashion is different. would dress these two today. Their outfits do not match. There's no color coordination going on here. I used to live in Florida. And as a native Floridian, you could always tell people who were tourists. And you can tell clearly that Chantal and Salah are tourists. It looks like they went to the first or second tourist shop that they found, just grabbed some clothes off the rack and put them on. They didn't care if they matched. They don't look stylish at all. So he started out playing Pokemon Go. Now he's playing another game again. He doesn't want to interact with her. He's invested on his phone. It's weird. Didn't he yell and scream about, I want to go travel, I want to go do something? Now that he's doing something, where's the excitement? Where's the happiness? He's in Thailand with her, and he doesn't want her to be there. He wants to be there by himself, clearly, because he's putting that invisible wall between the two of them. Like, you're here, but I'm just going to pretend that you're not here for the moment until I have to acknowledge you. And you know what else I noticed? And by the way, you'll notice this a lot in this vlog. She didn't just play like a little snippet of a copyright song. She played the entire song. She made sure to put as much in the way of B-roll footage as possible just to eat up more time. They had a whole day out. They went to the museum. They probably went out afterwards. And out of that entire time spent away from the room, this is all we're getting. Less than 20 minutes of footage. And most of that is B-roll footage. This is the best you can do in Thailand, foodie, when there is just so much to be seen, so much to be experienced. Sad. Play the entire freaking song. Go get your own music, Chantal. Find another song for your video. She plays it again. Oh my God, it wasn't enough that she played it once. She's going to loop it. Lazy. This is lazy vlogging. Straight up. This is lazy vlogging. Chantal, let me tell you something. If you ever want to be a successful travel vlogger, food vlogger, whatever vlogger, there has to be more talking and interaction and things of interest than B-roll footage. You understand me? You have to put some work into what you do if you want the greatest reward. You can't be lazy about it. People are not interested in B-roll footage. They're not interested in copyrighted music. That stuff you put in to transition from one piece of footage to the next piece of footage. But we're not seeing much to get us invested here. Do you understand? This sucks.
Hi guys, we are here at the Siam Discovery Center. We are going to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum.
We're going to see some wax figures.
Yes, some wax celebrities. It's going to be super fun. Maybe even if there will be a wax foodie beauty, who knows?
They don't have that much wax, foodie. There's not enough wax in all of Thailand to make a wax figurine of you. There'd be no wax left in the country if they did that. So I doubt they would make a wax foodie beauty.
Let's go, guys.
So before going to the museum, we decided to have a quick little snack as we were going to have a bigger dinner later on in the evening, so we didn't want to fill up too much. I also feel like a balloon.
No, I'm just going to say it. Foodie is notorious that if she goes out like this, she's going to get all the footage that she can. Do you know why she gives us so little in the way of dialogue between her and Salah? Because she is getting all kinds of footage, and then she just, like she gives a little piece here and a little piece there, just little tiny slices in each vlog so she can make the maximum number of vlogs with the footage that she gets. That's why we're not seeing a lot of interaction between those two, on top of the fact that they're awkward together. But, she's just being stingy with the footage. She wants to make money, but it's like, let me just give them a little bits and pieces and stuff. Also, while she's out, she's going to do 2 or 3 mukbangs, and we're not going to see those until later.
Walking around on a full stomach, so no thanks.
Wait, back up just a minute. Back up. What was that? Say it again, please.
Stomach, so no thanks. As we were going to have a bigger dinner later on in the evening, so we didn't want to fill up too much. I also feel like a balloon walking around on a full stomach, so no.
Anybody want to tell her? So you feel like a balloon walking around with a full stomach. Well, we called you out on that earlier. That what you were doing does not make sense. Getting all stuffed full of food and then having to go out and vlog, that makes no sense at all. Absolutely none.
Thanks.
And yes, I did notice that the place that they're eating right now, it's mainly empty. Another staple of Chantals vlogs. Everywhere they go, it's mostly empty if they can help it. They'll go somewhere if there's people, if they have to, but when it comes to most of the places, they'll go early or really late, or they'll scout a restaurant or two and find one that they've just opened or they're about to close. They're having like a period of nobody there, and that's where they're going to vlog.
Refreshing?
Kinda.
Wow. Did you see that look he gave her? They're out, they're doing something. It's been something he's been screaming about for months. The look he just gave Chantal, like he's bored with it. Salah, this is what you wanted. You wanted to be out. You wanted to travel. And now that you're traveling, you're acting like you're over it. Is it because of her?
Free bread and butter.
And she squeezed herself so much into that booth. Y'all look at that table. It is pressed up against her stomach. As a matter of fact, it looks like, hold on a minute. It looks like this darker table was pushed away a little bit so she could squeeze in, but it's still like nearly, it's cutting into her stomach. Look, this table edge does not line up with this table edge. They had to move it out for her. You don't look comfy, Chantal.
For the win.
And she probably did that too, out of spite. I'm going to show them. I'm going to show everybody on YouTube I can fit into a booth. Well, maybe you can, but you're making yourself uncomfortable when you don't have to. But go ahead. And again, they're having a nice lunch or snack or whatever you want to call it. Great opportunity to talk to each other, interact with each other. She's been trying to sell us all on the idea, he loves me so much. He cares about me so much. Then why isn't he talking to you? Why does he look so checked out? Like he wishes he were there, but not with you there. Why does he have that look on his face? What happened?
So we shared these fried ravioli things. Some of them had spinach and cheese, and some of them had
Fried ravioli things. So you don't know the name of the dish? You're supposed to be a vlogger. You're documenting everything on your travels. You can find out what it was and do a voiceover later with more information about the dish. You know, make it kind of informational, educational. There are some people who might want to go to Thailand, but they're not going to watch your vlog and say, I want to go to Thailand. I want to eat that food. I want to travel those places, because up to now, you really haven't shown much of Thailand. You're doing the bare basic minimum. So I'm sure that dish has a name. It's just that you're not bothering to find out what it is and describe it fully.
this like garlic, mushroom, and oyster, I think, combination in the middle, and it came with some sour cream and some tomato, and they were actually quite tasty, and it didn't look like a lot of food at first, but it actually did the job and kept us satiated for the museum.
But you know, it's not Salah that has to be satiated, it's you. You have to eat every 2 hours on the nose, or you're going to turn into a hangry, angry mess. I'm sure you could eat one meal and be fine for hours. You, not so much. This trip to this restaurant was not about him. It was about you, because you have to eat. Oh, we're going to a museum. I have to eat first. More copyrighted music.
They played copyright music throughout the mall and throughout the museum at most points, so I did have to cover that with non-copyright music, FYI. I at first thought this was Bret Michaels from afar until I
Really? You thought that was Bret Michaels. Chantal, I grew up in the 80s watching MTV. That figure looks nothing like Bret Michaels. Bret Michaels is a man. Clearly, that's a woman. And if you can't tell the difference, you need your eyes checked. That looks nothing like Bret Michaels. What is wrong with you?
got closer and realized that it was Brittany. I love Madame Tussauds wax museums. I've only been to the one in Niagara Falls, and this is a first.
You know, I'm having to wonder, even though she's in Thailand, if she's going to reuse content ideas like she did in Kuwait. Because while she was in Kuwait, she was reusing a lot of old content ideas from when she was in Canada. So she went to a museum in Canada. Here we are in Thailand. When there's much more to see beyond museums. Much more. The beautiful temples, the monuments, like I said, everything. Oh, it's breathtaking in Thailand. Wonderful. And of course, she's going to pick the wax museum, even though we've done it before, Chantal.
First time for Salah, so we had a lot of fun.
Hey, beautiful lady. Do you want to ride?
Sure, let's go. Yalla.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, sorry, there's no wheel.
Oh, okay. Well, forget that idea.
You know, I'm going to give my honest thoughts about this vlog before we see the rest of it, because I've watched it already. The vibe that I got off this museum visit, the vibe was, how can I describe it? It was like them walking into a place filled with props. And they were like, they had to make use of everything in the museum to make the vlog interesting rather than use each other. Does that make sense? Rather than work together to make it interesting, they were trying too hard to be funny or quirky or weird. And it just came off as awkward and pathetic.
He's the founding father of Indonesia. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Thank you, Mr.
Well, like they have more interaction with the wax figures than they do with each other. It's so incredibly sad. Like, it's a lot talking to a wax figure rather than Chantal, and that's supposed to be his wife.
Mahatma Gandhi.
He's more interested in the wax figures than her.
Oh, that scared me.
Everything scares you, Chantal. Salads scare you. Stairs scare you. Mirrors scare you. Scales scare you. You're scared by a lot of things.
Oh, this place is creepy. Uncanny. I got scared. I thought it was a real person standing behind me.
She's not John Cena, babe. She cannot see you.
No, it looks real. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest in peace, Princess Diana.
Rest in peace. And here's Queen Chantal.
No, it's not. Well, you know what? Maybe you're right. She's the queen of nothing. She's the queen of garbage. Yes, I will give you that, Salah. That's where she wears her crown. She is the queen lolcow. At least for now. For the queen of boring. But look at her. Trying to put on a mock royal robe and pass off as royalty. And all it does is make her look like somebody who's got a severe cold, wrapped up in a blanket at home.
Bring me some tea and biscuits at once.
Uncanny.
No one would mistake her for royalty ever.
What are you doing in the White House, Beeson? You're Obama Beeson. Yeah.
Again, more interaction with the figures than each other. They can't take a minute and go in a corner or something and talk to each other. They can't talk about other things like vlogs that are upcoming, places they're going to go, anything. It's all about just running around the museum and finding different spots and acting goofy. That's all we're going to get here.
So the artists are here. Hi. Hello. You flip the eyes. Wait.
That's the whole point. It's a Picasso. It's not supposed to make sense.
That picture, like what she just made, it kind of reminds me of the vintage children's toy, Mr. Potato Head, although she looks like a Mr. Potato Head. Actually, a Miss Potato Head. You could take the eyes and nose and everything and put it on you, Chantal, and you would be a Miss Potato Head.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a meaning behind it, a deep meaning.
Oh, okay. E equal MC square, right?
Right.
Hello.
It's really short, but a big brain, so.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, look at the size difference.
You see that?
What did I say? Y'all remember the the react I did? What did I say about Thailand? It's considered extremely rude, very disrespectful to touch anything on the head or their hair. What are they doing right here? They're touching everything. You can look at a wax figure and not touch it. You can just browse through and not touch things, but they're making a point to touch everything.
Here. MashaAllah, strong, even if he's 100 years old.
Like them touching the hair, touching the head of the figures, that just lets me know they did not do any kind of studying up on the manners and what's appropriate for Thailand. They did no studying at all.
Welcome to Facebook world. Mr. Mark here.
I thought you were a wax figure for a minute.
You know, I'm sorry, Chantal. Neither you nor Salah have the intelligence nor the capacity to even run around a museum like this and just make it hilariously funny, no matter what you do. You're trying to be funny, but it is not working. It just isn't. You guys look awkward and stupid.
Yeah.
I know that tune. That's Moonlight Sonata. So why are you playing such a somber tune, Salah? Is it because that's how you feel on the inside being with Chantal right now?
The goat CR7 is here, guys.
Keep shaking those pom-pom, girl, or that's the only way you're going to be a cheerleader. Oh, that laugh. I can't with that laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiger Woods.
Ah.
Too late, Salah. We've already seen you at the gym. You can't lift heavy weights, bro. We saw you just lifting the bar with no weights attached. Keep dreaming, bro. You can't lift that much weight.
Strongest man in the world. Piece of cake, huh? Yalla. Oh, yeah. Right on. I want to try.
Short one. Again, last try. Nice, good job. Yalla.
Okay, now this part I disapprove of, so we're just going to get past it. They put this young man in the vlog, and I don't approve of that. See, she does all the editing. He might do some of the filming, but she does the editing. They could have easily taken that young man out of the vlog. I don't know why she insisted on using footage that featured a child. Like all the music, y'all noticing? Like most of this vlog is just straight up music everywhere. I swear to God, she must go all over KindMaster and YouTube looking for all kinds of copyright free songs because that's mostly what her vlogs are is music. It's not a vlog. It's a music vlog. It's a B-roll filler vlog. B-roll filler vlog. Not Salah trying to act like he actually has talent. Well, you do have a talent, Salah, being a professional bum. That much I will give you. You do have that talent for finding somebody much more stupid than you and using them to make your way.
Be with me if it's so out of your way. Would you spend your time with me? Building.
Think about it, Salah. If you actually had some real talent, you wouldn't have to rely on Chantal now, would you? You'd be able to make your own way. Because you're so lacking in talent, you just found some stupid cow to live off of.
Life every day. Water's cold. I remind when you're standing by. This every.
Music everywhere. Sorry, guys, but the music is every place.
Then we wanted why? Would we even not wanna even try? When I could be.
Stop touching the mannequins. Oh my God. What is her insistence on touching everything in Thailand? You ever remember the vlog she did where she sat down next, she was groping the statue. Groping. It was weird and it was creepy. She's here at the museum. She's groping all the mannequins. Why?
Everything you wanted.
Yeah, I'm looking for parts where they actually talk versus music, and I'm having trouble. Music everywhere you look. I feel like I'm on the elevator from hell. I'm inside and I'm pressing all the buttons trying to get out, and the doors won't open.
This is the life I want easily.
Like, shut up with the music.
You're having
Uh-oh. More footage of the young man. No, I'm not putting that in.
Oh, Clarice.
You're too handsome to be scary, hun.
I'm sick of the music already. I am. I'm sick of it. Make it stop. That was a scary shot.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you my idol.
That's a real martial artist, Salah. Not a triple metal martial artist.
You know, triple.
You know what I mean? Like, they're trying too hard. They're doing too much. Instead of just doing everything naturally, like interacting with each other naturally and just taking natural footage, they're doing the most and they're doing too much, and it's coming off as just being awkward and cringeworthy. This is what happens when you have to act like you're having a good time versus actually having a good time. That's the difference between two people who have real energy with each other. They have a real rapport. They can bounce off each other and it looks completely effortless, versus two people that they got nothing in common at all. And they have to go over the top to make it seem like they are partners. I think they came to this museum to cover up the fact that they don't care about each other. This is a business deal. It's a business transaction. Let's go to a museum and distract everybody with how little we have in common, so they don't notice. Then we're not really a couple.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Don't touch Leo.
Hello, Titanic.
Leave Leo alone. I'll tell Rose on you.
Hey man, I like you in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Is the music over yet? Please let it be over. Come on.
You used to be able to make a wax hand here. Take your hand and wax. It's closed.
Oh,
That's because they saw you coming. They saw you enter the museum and they're like, oh, heck no. We don't have enough wax in here to make a replica of her hand. Close it down. Close it down. Close down this part really quick. We don't want to make a wax hand of this one. Let's just pretend we're not here. Shh, everybody in the back. Shh, don't say anything. She's out there. She's got her camera. Let's just pretend we're not here. Everybody look busy. Then she'll go away. Then we can open it back up again.
shit.
You know, Chantal went into that gift shop hoping that there was some kind of food. She went in there thinking, do they have any snacks? Do they have any food? Is there anything I can eat here? You probably saw that display and thought it was actual food, and it isn't.
It's now time to exit through the gift shop. I immediately was drawn to these handmade soaps that
You weren't drawn to the soaps. Anybody from a distance would look at that display and think it was fruits and vegetables. That's, like on first glance, you probably saw it out of the corner of your eye and you were hungry and you went over there thinking, I can just get myself a snack. And then you found out it was soap.
smelled like fruit, and plus we needed some drinks badly, some water and stuff. And last but not least, Jim Carrey was near the exit.
Oh my god, guys, that was so fun. Really, I highly recommend it for you.
Yes, I had an amazing time. Had so much good exercise. Love seeing the celebrities. We met a lot of them.
Yeah, this wax museum.
I have to wonder if the reason why this vlog was so short is because Chantal kept having to sit down every couple of minutes. So like a simple 30-minute visit would take 3 hours because of that.
Was legend. You have to try it, guys.
Yeah, Madame Tussauds is always a good time. All right, so we're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching.
Get out of here. Bye. Go away. That sucked. Boo. Boo. Let's see. What are the comments here? Oh, it's a great vlog. They said blah, blah, blah. You know what? Make a really great vlog, Chantal. Go to a temple. But I know you won't because it won't be close to the hotel and you need your air conditioning. You're not going to show us all the great places in Thailand, just the bare minimum. I have no idea how long you're going to be there for. Maybe a week, maybe a month. We'll find out. But I'm sure you will not utilize the visit as much as you could. So that's it for the react, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and post this and see what else I can do before I have to take my nap and then be working tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here and have a good day. Bye-bye.